I'm excited to talk to you because Percy Jackson is coming out here shortly. It's an incredible series based on the movies, which is based on the books. I'm excited because you're Nancy in this series, and everyone has been giving so much buzz to the show. How did Nancy come to you? Was it an audition you did, or something that presented itself to you?
So, I did get an audition. I originally got an audition for Annabeth, and about a year later, they wanted me to audition for Nancy, which I was so excited because they wanted me back. So I was like, oh, big moment, big moment. So, my mom and I, we did some research, and I am a very nice person. I am not a bully at all. So it was really fun to like play around with the character. And yeah, and my mom and I, we looked up a couple of movies, and we looked up Mean Girls and Superstar because those are like iconic movies, and they've got bullies in them. So we watched them, and since we noticed that Nancy doesn't have like a backstory, really. So we decided to create our own backstory.
What are you able to tease is the backstory you came up with for Nancy? Because everyone that I wanted was messaging me, wanted to know what kind of backstory was there created either by the series creator or yourself that really has Nancy being such a mean girl.
Right. So um, we just played around with a bunch of different ideas, and I came up with what if Mrs. Dodds and Nancy are secretly like getting together, and Mrs. Dodds could be my grandma, and that's why we both don't like Percy, or I could be working for somebody else. And then I came up with another one. What if Nancy secretly likes Percy?
Yes, a lot of the people have always said through over the years, sometimes you're mean to boys because you really like them and they're not paying
Exactly.
enough attention to you.
It was really fun to just play around with these different ideas and just to really create a mean girl. Most bullies have a reason why they're mean. They're not mean just for no random reason. So I love that I got my hands on the character and I just got to mess around with it.
I mean, she is so different from you in real life. Talking to you, you see this beautiful light in your eyes, and this clearly warms to you. So it is. How is it for you shaking Nancy off then after a long day of shooting? Probably pretty easy.
I mean, it is easy and it's so much fun too. It's I just have the most funnest time. Like when I'm on set, I just switch characters. I go to like mean, and I take a couple deep breaths, and I just really get into like this mean state. And when I was in elementary school, I wasn't bullied, like pushed around, but there was this girl, and she spread rumors about me. So I kind of know, like, in that area of what it's like. Plus, I had the movies to go off of. So, and then after I was done filming, I would just take another couple of deep breaths, and I was around such an amazing environment that it was just easy to just shake off the meanness.
I really think that there's so many exceptional cast members to this series. Were you looking forward to sharing a scene or scenes with someone or maybe someones in particular?
Just the three main characters, they were all so amazing, and they were just so sweet to me. So when they were when my did, whoa, okay, rush of emotions. So we arrived on set, and I was really nervous to meet Walker, Leah, and Arian. So I walked into the room, and they were so inviting. It was It was so sweet. And so I walked in there, I was like, hi. And then I looked at Walker and Arian and Leah. I was like, I need to get your autograph. And they all just looked at each other and they started laughing because they were like, what, you're here. So it's like it goes both ways. But I loved working on set. Everybody was so just fantastic. I want to go back. I want to go back so bad.
I already have my fingers crossed for a season two. I think it's going to be exceptional and it'll no doubt be a fast, quick pickup. Um, I have to ask, I know you can't talk about specific scenes that you worked on because it's also hush hush and it's also incredible. Um, are there specific episodes then maybe you're looking forward to people keeping an eye out to? Or maybe a favorite behind the scenes moment you can tell us about, other than um, pushing for autographs from the incredible cast you have?
Yeah. Um I love behind the scenes. Like if I'm watching a movie or a series and they show the behind the scenes, that's my favorite part. So if they show behind the scenes to everybody, I would absolutely love that because again, everybody is so incredible, so sweet, and just everyone has a great laugh. So I am really hoping that they do show behind the scenes because it's just amazing to see how everybody works and how hard they work too.
I was going to ask if you'll be able to either tweet along with the episodes or maybe even share some behind the scenes pics that you took yourself personally.
Yes, I have a couple I have a couple of behind the scenes pictures that when the show comes out, I will be more than happy to share with everybody because it's amazing. I love it. Oh, there is one behind the scene thing that I can mention.
Okay.
So, um when we were kind of all on break, just like a small break, Megan she decided to FaceTime her husband, which is Nick Offerman, and he's from Parks and Recreation. My mom and we are such huge fans of him. So she decided to FaceTime him on set and she flipped the camera around and she just said, say hi to everybody. And I was like, hi. I died on the inside. I was like, okay, I just kind of met Nick Offerman. Whew. It's such an incredible experience. I love meeting so many different people.
When you guys weren't working together, did you spend much time together offset exploring Vancouver?
Yes. So me and Leah, we hung out a couple of times. Me and Arian, and also my two mean girlfriends, we hung out a lot as well, like visiting beaches, going shopping together, and I love bonding with everybody too. And me and Leah, we also went bike riding around. Did we go past Lionsgate Bridge? We went past there too. So I love how everybody just has such a strong bond with all the cast members, people on set. It's amazing.
What did you personally take away from your time working on such a big production?
Um, that's a great question. I gotta think about that one. Just like I had a great time, especially in Vancouver. It's such an amazing site. And in the wintertime, it was kind of chilly, but later on, I want to move there, hopefully, because it's so amazing. And I just really, I just really enjoyed working with everybody, hanging out with them outside of set. And it was a huge moment for me being there for a month and just taking it all in. Like even when I was in Vancouver filming, I just couldn't believe it. I was still in shock. Like I felt like I was dreaming. So it was a dream, but come true.
Okay, I have to ask, what's next for you then? Have you been busy working on any other series or film projects?
So I know the strike was going on and it really hurt me and a lot of other actors and people who are in the industry in general. So it was a really tough time not to be auditioning, like meeting new people, even on Zoom or in person. It was really difficult. But when they announced that the strike was over, I did have a couple of in-person auditions. I've done a couple of commercials as well. And I'm so thankful that I can post and promote again because that was just the hardest thing ever. Like when I did my lives on Instagram, everybody would be like, I'm so excited to see you in PJL. I was like, me too. And they were just asking a bunch of questions. And I'm just like, I can't say anything. It killed me. But thankfully, yes, the strike is over and I have been getting quite a couple of good auditions. So fingers crossed, toes crossed, just everything.
Well, what would you like to say then to everyone who are fans and supporters of the wonderful work you do on our screens? I mean, people are so excited to watch Percy Jackson. I'm sure people are inboxing you left and right to try to get questions to you about the show or get some scoop. I'm excited for people to also get to see those videos and photos that you are upcomingly going to be sharing as well.
Yes, myself, I'm so excited to share just everything with everybody. And I would say, because there's some people like when I post some things, there's just people that comment on my videos and they're saying, Liv, you are such an inspiration. And to see like, because I just recently posted a reel of me from like auditioning from when I was 7 years old and how I've progressed over the years. And I had this one person say, you've inspired me so much. And like so many other people say that as well. And it's so heartwarming. It's like, it's an amazing feeling just to know that I inspire so many young and talented, just young people my age as well. And so does the cast on Percy Jackson as well. So, what I would say just go for it. Because that's what I did. Like, if you feel like there's a certain art in your body that you just need to express, because that's what acting is. It's just expressing and telling a story. So I would say just do it. Go for your dreams.